everybody, welcome to East West Gaming. I'm West.
And I'm East, and here's another adventure of ours.
Pokémon Crystal, let's go.
So we're just exploring the town a little bit, you know, just seeing what's around.
Pop into the gym. Get our first gym badge.
Let's see, we've got a couple of, you know... Oh, who shall we put on? Yes, because they updated you know, bird type to flying type in Pokémon Yellow.
Indeed. As we discovered last time we played. Too much of a challenge. Very typical.
Well, I do like Spearow, but like, I've always found that Spearow, you know, wasn't as like, I didn't like, you know, Spearow as much as Spearow.
I didn't really particularly like Spearow or Fearow.
Well, Spearow was quite a good, like, strong bird-type Pokemon.
Like that.
Oh, indeed.
He corrected me, I'm correcting him. This is what we like. Another bird keeper I've never guessed.
But I'm saying that in all of the bird types, you know, like the birds, like, you know, actual birds, I feel like Spearow is actually stronger than Pidgey. But the only reason that Pidgey was so stronger was it had 3 evolutions rather than just well, technically 2 evolutions compared to the one that, like, you know, that was Fearow.
It looked okay, you know. Oh, I'll give it that. Fearow was pretty decent, looked quite menacing.
Yes, and also the fact that, like, Fearow originally knew Pet, whereas Pidgey, I believe, only knew Gust, or was that later on in the series? Because I remember that, like, Fearow would, one-on-one, Fearow would beat, like, Pidgey.
Yeah, and back when Gust was a normal type move as well.
Because I think, like, Peck did a slightly more damage than, like, Gust did.
I believe there's a drill Peck that Fearow learned as well later, which is a pretty decent move.
Yeah, I think it was drill Peck. Because I remember, like, it wasn't only, like, Fearow that could learn it, it was, like, Dodrio.
Oh, send some to Mum. Right. Let's go against Fortner himself. Let's have a look. Cinder's HP up a bit.
Oh, I think we could have done without it, but, you know, let's go with, like, you know, safety.
I wouldn't allow such insults to bird Pokemon. Oh, what a shame. I mean, we're not going to zap your bird Pokemon, we're going to burn him instead.
I mean, I do feel like, you know, there are a lot of good bird-type Pokemon.
Yeah.
Because in every generation there's always been one, like, trio bird-type.
I did like the actual legendaries, the birds.
Oh, yes, I did like
Gen 1. All great designs.
My least favourite when I first started playing was Moltres.
Yeah, I mean, my favourite's always been Articuno now.
My favourite was Zapdos.
Well, Cinder's grown a level again.
I mean, I don't know why. I mean, but when I was younger, I didn't like the way that Zapdos looked, but I loved the way that Zapdos dominated. Not that I use the legendaries all that often. I'm too much of a collector, you know?
I do like how it's got like spiky feathers, a bit like Johto on it, it's got the spiky fur.
Yeah, that's how, like, electric Pokemon were back then. I mean, with the exception of, like, Electabuzz, but he was kind of spiky in his own way. Yeah. And this is one of the first few times you'll ever see a level 9 Pidgeotto.
Yeah, usually if you find them in the wild or with other trainers, that's because, you know, it's just how we test, but for us ourselves, we can't actually obtain one at that low level, so... What, you didn't want me to heal? Oh, okay. 1 HP. I was right.
Don't forget, we also have 2 Pokemon that we could have used.
Yeah, well, you know, I'll ask me starter, you know. Level 14 evolving, very low level for a starter. Cyndaquil was one of the only ones that evolved so early. And Quilliver also evolves very early as well.
That does not sound like a flying type badge.
Pokemon also allows you to use Flash. TM31.
I mean, I still don't like using Flash.
I mean, I don't want to find a weird dark cave though, it's just too time consuming. Back in the day I probably would have had the time to do it as a kid, but these days I just need to see, you know, inside the cave and get through it.
Well, you know what, yeah? I think you need to be a bit more sidekick and know your way through that cave without even looking.
Mudslap.
Oh, I love Mudslap. It's a beautiful move.
Nah, I can't be bothered to learn anything at the moment. Of course, a bit like a $sign. Yes, we're lying through.
It's a shame that it didn't actually go through.
I know. There may be some copyright issues there. American, you're like, who says you can put my $sign in one of your Japanese games?
However, having said that, the $sign isn't exclusively used by America. There's multiple countries around the world which use the $sign.
Yeah, another favour to ask, would you take the Pokemon egg? Yes, we will. Do you remember what this Pokemon egg gives you?
I'm tempted to say it's Togepi, isn't it?
Yes, it's Togepi.
Because
quite decent as well when you evolve into Togetic. Comes quite handy.
I remember back in the day when, you know, the only move worth using was Metronome. I mean, Metronome wasn't always that helpful, but it was fun.
I mean, it says when you can summon one of the powerful moves, and it doesn't miss.
Yes, but half the time I used it, I was using like, you know, tail lag.
This is where I wish my Cinder had flame body now, because this egg would hatch a lot faster.
Wrong Pokemon for that.
I know. I think in the future days I used to use Chandelure for mine. Flame body Chandelure.
The good old days where hatching a Pokemon took so much time.
Well, let's explore the Sprout Tower.
You missed the guy.
No, I went up here originally before in the previous video. I went in, battled him just to see what the inside of the tower looks like, and then I decided not to, you know, carry on and continue through the tower. I thought, you know what, I'll explore the rest of the town first, so I went back out. But now these should be all battleable. Yeah, there you go. Hello, Egghead. We battle you.
He's not a proper Egghead.
He looks more eggy in Gen 1, I think. But they still look like Eggheads. That's because they're all like monks, so...
Well, in the game, they've called them sages, but originally sages aren't that, like, you know, rare. Like, it's very rare to find a sage, but every single person in here is a sage.
Yes. And they all use Bellsprout even.
Well, it's called Sprout. It's called Sprout Tower for a reason.
Until you get to the very end, when you battle their leader, they, you know, use slightly different Pokemon, but they do worship Bellsprout after all, so, you know.
Well, in all honesty, you'd expect the leader to have like a giant Bellsprout the size of like, you know,
like a totem Bellsprout, like sort of a totem version.
Imagine just going against a totem Bellsprout And, you know, you've got like Bloom literally looking up going, oh no.
And then Blue thinking, oh no, all it needs to do is inhale and it'll suck me straight inside and I won't be able to get back out because I'm so light. Hoppip is like the lightest of all Pokemon, isn't it? I believe. Ain't he like 1 gram or 2 gram or something?
I can't remember.
Yeah, I think he is one of the very lightest Pokemon.
Maybe in up to this generation, yes, but I think in later generations now, lighter Pokemon.
I mean, any of you guys who are watching this, if you know any lighter Pokemon, then put it in the comments. I'd like to see that.
But in all fairness, since Ghastly is a ghost type Pokemon, and it's pretty much a ghost, does it actually weigh anything?
Well, it must, you know, be some sort of matter, even if it's made of some particles or, you know, they must have some sort of mass. I mean, light, technically, photons are massless particles, so if it's made up of photons, then no, technically it could be, you know, weigh nothing, but...
And also, like, Ghastly, Haunter, Gengar can pass through solid objects as shown in, like, you know, the anime. So, how does a Pokeball catch a Ghastly? Did you ever think about that?
That's true. So then it makes you think, like, what's the Pokeball made of that can hold, that can contain that and not allow it to pass through?
Oh, we know what Pokeballs are made of. Oh, the original Pokeballs were made out of the, you know, nuts.
Yeah, the apricorns.
That's the one I was thinking of.
Acorns or apricons. I think apricons. But yeah. But quantum mechanics does say that, you know, you can pass through materials, but you've got a small chance of actually passing through a solid object.
Yes, well, every time I run at a wall, I do not pass through.
No, but there is a chance that you could go straight through it. It's one in, like, very close to infinity that you can pass through, but there is a chance that you could go straight through or you could fall through the floor. If all your, you know, atoms are all lined up and with the gaps with the ones below you, you could pass through. But, like I say, the chances are so slim that it's probably never ever going to happen for anybody. So, that's why I like physics. Could be a combination of photons and neutrinos, whereas neutrinos can pass through solid objects. You can pass through entire planets. Neutrino can, so you have to have very sophisticated detectors to actually detect the neutrinos. But enough of the physics chat. We're playing Pokemon.
Turn it more into Pokemon chat.
Growth. Special attack lantern.
We don't have any special attacks right now, I believe.
Well, Bellsprout certainly doesn't. He's used on himself. It's all Vine Whip or Razor Leaf, as far as I'm aware of.
Isn't Razor Leaf a special attack?
I can't remember, I think it's physical, I thought. Maybe physical easily from that, I don't know. Could well be, you know. But I don't know if you know it's at that particular level what the Bellsprouts are now. I thought it was one of them that you'd learn probably like level 15 or maybe, or 20.
No, Vine. Well, you got Vine Whip and then...
Vine Whip's usually starting move, yeah. Tackle and Vine Whip. Razor Leaf usually comes a bit later, but I'm not sure what level.
I'm tending towards like 15, 16.
Yeah. So none of these are going to have any chance. So yeah, pretty pointless using growth. But if they want to waste the move, by all means they can waste a move that's not going to benefit you whatsoever.
Yeah,
Sage
but
Neil.
You'd think Sages would have like better Pokemon.
You would.
Wow, I trust my Pokemon quite a lot. And hopefully they trust me.
Well, they like to meditate a lot, so you think, you know, they'd have a Medicham. But Medicham don't exist in it again, so... There's some other meditate. I think Alakazam likes to meditate as well. If you ever look at the mega form of Alakazam, he's sort of cross-legged with a spoon like he's meditating.
Wow, psychics do like to meditate.
Using that spell. There's something about the Bellsprout not telling us.
Well, Browsprout would never technically need to eat again, because every time it walks, it absorbs nutrients through its feet.
Yeah.
And obviously, sunlight.
Well, you've seen how long plants last for. The last centuries.
Wow, talk to my cactus. My cactus didn't last long.
I've got a few cactus. Well, I say cacti. I've got 4 of them, so I've got one which I had when I moved in my address, so like 13 years ago, and it's still thriving pretty well. You know, flowers every once a year. You get like a big vine that comes out that, you know, produces a nice flower, and that quickly dies off, and then that's it.
So let me look after your cacti.
They are very, very good for, you know, getting some of the excess moisture out of your house. Oh, why is the tower shaking so badly? Is it all the Pokemon battles?
Well, the tower's designed to shake.
Claims to be the elder, but he's weak. I only care about strong Pokemon. You're not a very nice person, then, really, are you, Diamond? Yeah, freebie. An escape route for us too. I'm not going to use it though. I'm not going to use it. Oh, look behind him. Kind of looks like
Bellsprout.
yeah, I'm thinking of something different. It's like Sage Elite. Oh, he has used his spell Bellsprout. Oh, yeah, he does use other Pokemon as well. Oh, Bloom's gonna grow a level this time.
Yeah, well, like, you know, since this is Sprout Tower, you'd think everyone would be using Bellsprouts.
I mean, I don't really like keeping sort of like hopping, but on this occasion I am going to keep him through the whole game just to see how he works out. I know he's quite a weak Pokemon, even when he evolves later. It's not particularly a strong Pokemon, but I'm going to go with him for the rest of the game. I do like to usually swap Pokemon out, but I am going to keep him, I think.
Fair enough.
Yeah, get rid of Splash.
Wow, Splash is the, you know, single most useless move in the game.
It's very, very true. I can't actually think of any other useless moves similar to Splash.
I think there was one, but I can't think of what it's called right now.
I mean, even Struggle's more useful, you know, when you run out of moves. Yeah, it damages yourself, but at least it does some damage to the other Pokemon as well.
Very true.
So even that's more useful than Splash. Mewtwo, the normal type Pokemon that learns psychic type moves. Well, normal flying type. Doesn't it look like it only got one leg?
It really does.
A one-legged Mewtwo.
Ah, I miss my old
He's
Hooters.
got clock hands for like eyebrows.
Ah, I do miss my Hooters from back in the day.
Maybe that, yeah, I mean, you've told me your stories. You can tell all the viewers your story.
So, the reason I miss my Hooters is because it was my first ever full odds shiny.
And do you want to tell the viewers what the odds were back on these games?
Oh, I think if we told them, they'd be too scared.
I think it was 1 in 12,000 on silver and gold.
I think it was a bit more than 12,000 back in then.
Well, yeah, it was way harder to get a wild shiny back then, as you had no Masuda method. You had you could breed for them, but they were full odds. So literally, there was no other way of increasing odds on this game for a shiny Pokemon. So to get a shiny like Eastia with you know, it must have been like a nightmare when you lost it. I bet you lost sleep.
Oh, I did.
Oh, we've got a Rattata.
But only because, like, someone stole my gold version.
Yeah, with some thieves back then.
Yeah, and yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, I couldn't pass it up anyways. But still, you know, it was one of the few shinies that I found, and you know, I kept it in the box, and I didn't even get to name my Hoothoot.
Quite a shame. A tragic story that is of loss. A digital loss.
And to this day, I still remember my first ever shiny, and it will all. I mean, obviously, like most people would either say the shiny Gyarados inside, like you know, the lake.
Everybody's guaranteed that.
Yeah, it's a guaranteed, and you know that I mean, did I catch the shiny Gyarados first? Most likely, but that's not the principle here. The principle is my first ever, you know, non-fixed shiny was a Hoothoot.
Yeah, I mean, Gyarados was a static encounter, so you were guaranteed to, you know, encounter him. And in the future games, there's other examples of that as well, where you're guaranteed the shinies. So,
Black and White too.
Yeah, there's numerous occasions, like even in Legends Arceus, with the Ponyta mission, you were guaranteed to get the shiny Ponyta as well. So
yes, I mean, I understand introducing shinies into the game and whatnot, but anybody who says that's still you know, for me, any static shiny isn't a test of skill or patience or anything like that. It's just you're getting it because the game has offered it for free.
Yeah. I mean, we're probably going to end up the video now, take a break for now, so thank you all for listening in to us anyway, you know, our little discussions that we have, you know.
It's been fun playing, and you know, we need a little bit of a break now, so I think this is where we're going to end off for today.
Yeah, West signing out.
East signing out too.
Drink on the social, feeling like the club, gonna be the best. Pushing all the barriers and playing for a game. Say Super Bowl and remember our names.